Here we have a countdown right now, which is kind of nice. Finally, we have another game. I'm really happy to announce that we will see Osho versus Drafter, and there are a lot of Osho fans in the audience.
So the map is Metalopolis. It can be close positions because it's MLG, Metalopolis, so only close air or cross positions. And it is close air.
Okay, the first map is about to start. We have Drafter against Osho, and another Terran versus Zerg. Draft is just starting as a blue Terran on the red side of the map. And at the 12 o'clock start position, Osho just spawned as the green Zerg player. As Nana already mentioned, we see those players spawning at close air positions. And of course, the Zerg player is immediately rallying his Overlord towards the close air, trying to scout his opponent. And Drafter should use one of his SCVs to scout the edge of the cliff in about 30 seconds in order to get a glimpse of whether the Overlord is just hovering over there or not. Yeah, and it might be interesting to see if Osho is trying to hide his Overlord at all. Right now he doesn't see the start position. And here we go, should be aware of the orbital of the command center in about a second. And is immediately retreating. And here's Drafter with the SCV, sees the Overlord, knows about the start position of his opponent, already started his supply depot in order to wall in at the choke. And the Zerg player will, with his positions, probably go for 15 hatch once again.
Yeah, because there will be no early attacks by Drafter maybe, or maybe he will do that bit, but it's kind of risky.
Yeah, we have going for an extractor first, so he's going for a 14 pool, 14 gas, 14 pool.
So we were wrong.
Which is a really safe build, and against the Terran player usually can afford to go 15 hatch, but Osho decides to play a very, very safe build. He's going for the extractor, he goes for the spawning pool, and well, he seems to be more comfortable with that build, and he has a speed a lot faster like this. And I'm actually wondering if this is... I'm actually kind of interested in what he's going to do right now, and... yeah, we'll see about that. So I expect an expansion at around the 21, 22, 23 supply. Right now we are just waiting for the spawning pool to finish, a queen to pop out, and of course the 100 gas to be accumulated for the metabolic boost. And after that, Osho will most likely pull those drones off gas. We have Drafter with the scout on the main base of the Zerg player, and already he is rallying his first units in the barracks towards the back of his base or behind the barracks. And we have an Overlord in place. He scouted the gas, so he knows that his opponent is playing a single gas. Right now, the Overlord is in place for Osho as well above the natural expansion. That's exactly what you want to do if you go for an expansion as well. Before you have the Zerglings, you want to see if your opponent is just trying to get a bunker thrown down. But Osho, playing no expansion so far, is kind of safe against any early pressure of his opponent. He has the first Zerglings out already. Pulled the drones off, as I already said he predicted he would, which is a basic move for a Zerg player. And of course the metabolic boost is being researched. And now at 22 supply, he's going for the expansion, so nothing special for Osho. Really safe build by the Zerg player.
And because of the speed for Zerglings, Osho will be able to deny every scouting from Terran. Only scans will be there, so he can hide some buildings or hide his army because he won't be able to scout anything in the near future.
And Drafter is going for Hellions. He's just building his factory, has a barracks in place already with a reactor as an add-on, and that's exactly what Osho is going to see fairly soon. So he can switch with those two buildings and then produce two Hellions simultaneously. So Osho knows exactly what's happening in the main base of his opponent, and he will react to the play of the Terran player either by placing spine crawlers or just using roaches. And with Metalopolis being a map where you can actually put pressure on the expansion at a lot of places, you have a large area to defend against. And of course, Hellions can be sneaked into the main base as well if the ramp is not blocked by two queens. I would suggest that the Zerg player should get an roach run, which he doesn't do. He's actually going for the evolution chamber. And we have command center being built for Drafter, and he's just building all those Hellion I was talking about. Toolings are just scouting the potential expansion of his opponent. He sees the Hellions, he knows about those two Hellions, and we have the first spine crawlers being built for Osho. So he's placing one straight at his expansion. He's building a lot of Zerglings, the +1 attack upgrade as well. And as long as as long as Drafter is not using the blue flame upgrade, Osho is actually fine with Speedlings. Speedlings against Hellion are not too bad, especially if you're on creep, as they can surround the Hellions and just take them out.
Yeah, they can just surround them like we see. And yeah, there's Oh, he didn't kill the one Hellion. That was actually a little bit of mistakes, and the one Hellion goes down. So now he has only 2 Hellions there, and the third one is coming together to them, and he can kill some of Zerglings, but I don't know if it's worth it. And looks like Drafter is making more Hellions, and he's going to make to land an expansion in his natural very soon. And nice surround by Osho with Zerglings to the Hellions, and he can kill the second. Oh my god, that was very nice. A lot of Zerglings died.
Yeah, but he killed a lot of Hellions too, so right now he's doing a good job at defending. He has to be careful though. Those 2 Hellions are just sneaking in, trying to take out the rest of the Zerglings. Another Hellion just died. Really well played by Osho so far. Nice defending against the Hellion attacks of his opponent. And Drafter is now switching to Marauder as he's placing another barracks. A Hellion Marauder push is a really hard thing to defend against, but I think that the Zerg player will be fine if he continues to produce Zerglings. He has 18 Zerglings queued up. He's going for another Queen, so he's playing with the 3rd Queen, which I like. He's still on tier 1, he's not attacking too fast. He's upgrading the +1 attack upgrade, which will help him a lot against potential push of the Terran player. And right now we see another bunker for Drafter. He salvaged the one over there, and the Zerg player is scouting right now. He's scouting with an Overlord, and the Emo Lord will die. He doesn't want to live anymore, so basically really, really sad Overlord. And at least providing some scouting information for the Zerg player. The Emo Lord is down already, and we have another reactor being placed at the barracks. We have Drafter harvesting from 2 refineries, and we have another Hellion Zergling fight going on, and Osho with some nice micro killing a lot of these Hellions, but still losing some Zerglings as well. Let's have a look at the resources lost tab, 950 to 1,175. So it's basically quite even right now. And Banelings for the Zerg player. He's going for a Baneling nest and taking out that Marauder. An aggressive play now by Osho, just trying to snipe some of those SCVs. I like that quite a lot. He's doing a good job at denying the income for his opponent. So actually we have the Zerg player with a really aggressive start. He's on 64 supply right now. Let's have a look at the army supply, 20 to 14. A lot of Zerglings streaming in. There are no more Hellions right now. And he's surrounding all the Marines. He's surrounding the bunker as well. There's no way for the Terran players to actually repair the bunker. Osho with a really, really aggressive play. And look at that. Drafter will lose a lot of SVs and has to lift up his all command routine and will lose the tank as well. Amazing play by Osho, and now he's just going for another expansion. Now he started to attack. And an amazing performance by the Zerg player. This is looking really, really well.
I don't know what can Drafter do right now, because he has a lot of Zerglings from the opponent right now, and he's attacking, he's trying to micro as well as he can, but it doesn't look like he can handle that, and he's losing a lot of Marines right now, and Osho is making another 20 Zerglings, so I think Drafter, yeah.
GG! That was a very quick game, amazing play. Osho at a top level, defeating Drafter quite easily, and we will see a second game coming up very soon.
Yeah, the surrounds of Hellions by Zerglings, they were just awesome, so that was game-changing actually.
Yeah, that was really, really well done. He went for this take very, very late, was sticking to tier 1, producing a lot of units. I quite like that play by Osho. Really well performed by the Zerg player, and this was quite impressive. Drafter with a lot of trouble right there, and I think we will see the second game coming up any second, at least hope so. And this is going to be quite awesome if Osho keeps continuing with that much aggression. I mean, that was brilliant.
Yeah, indeed, and I can't wait for the map number 2. Do you know what's the map?
No, they didn't tell me, and right now none of the... Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still not creating.
Drafter is apparently creating the game, or will be creating the game in a second.
So the second game is going to be on... still waiting.
He's apparently looking for the map right now.
Yeah, looks like. He's watching for it.
Yeah, but really nice performance. I mean, I like that aggressive play, and he was just sticking to those Zerglings, and this was pretty cool. I love that. I actually like Zerglings. I prefer Zerglings over roaches myself, because they're just so fast, and I really enjoy it. And this was really nice, and I enjoy that game by Drafter, and I hope we will see another aggressive Zerg play.
Yeah, the second map is going to be Zolnaga Cavern, so I think Osho is going to do 15 hearts this game, or maybe he will stick to his tactic and keep going for the 14 gas and 14 spawning pool, and will become very safe.
Okay, sorry guys, I just made sure to tell them that we would like to interview Osho after the match. A lot of guys on Team Liquid wanted to us to interview him, so we will do exactly that. So Jess, please. Okay, we'll do that. Where are they? Here we go. Yeah, Xelnaga Caverns will be in the next map.
So let's see if we'll see more surrounding links, or we are going to see straight up a game on Xelnaga Caverns.
So the countdown is already at 0, and we have the second map, Drafter against Osho. This is going to be pretty cool. Okay, Xelnaga Caverns, the second map, Drafter against Osho, and of course I have to adjust the overlay as Osho is currently leading and not Drafter. Here we go, so everything's fine by now. Drafter spawning as the Blue Terran player at the top right, and we have at the bottom left now Osho as the green Zerg player. And he had a very aggressive style on Metalopolis, and well, Drafter wasn't too happy with his expansion as all Zerglings kept streaming in, and the Terran player really thought that with the Hellions he would be kind of safe against all those Zerglings and could put some pressure on the Zerg player. But Osho basically turning the tides around and just putting the pressure on the Terran player himself, surrounding the Hellions with those speedlings and showing some nice decent micro, and actually went to harass Drafter himself, and Drafter just wasn't up for it.
Yeah, and without blue flames, he didn't do that much damage, because you have to take 3 hits on each Zergling to kill it. It's good when you are fighting with like lined Zerglings, but it's not good when the player like Osho is surrounding it very perfectly, and the Hellions just die so quickly because Zerglings are doing damage so highly.
Yeah, right now we have Drafter building his barracks, and on this map, of course, it's really difficult to get an expansion for a Terran player and defend it against an aggressive Zerg, as there's so many places where the Zerg player can actually attack. So it won't be an easy game for Drafter if he wants to stick to the same strategy he used in the last game, which he probably won't. Osho is once again going for the fast speed. He already has 6 extractor up and 6 drone harvesting gas, putting down the spawning pool as well, and now just trying to get 100 gas before he pulls the drones out and then puts them on the middle of the patches once again. So the same build by him, and he's not relying on the 15 hatch that's been used by so many Zerg players, and that's exactly what Drafter is expecting. The 15 hatch, he's scouting and he sees, okay, there's no hatch yet, so he's directly running into the main base and tries to see what Osho is actually up to, and trying to get the SCV but failing at it.
Yeah, he lost so much mining time right now. It wasn't worth it. If he could kill, yeah, that would be okay. But now he didn't lose, and he lost a lot of mining time, and he's actually behind.
Yeah, we have him just currently harvesting gas, and of course getting some getting the metabolic boost as well. And as he is focusing on minerals right now, losing the mining time is of course really annoying, but won't be a decisive factor in the game, I suppose. Well, we'll see about that, but right now he's researching his circling speed and is just making sure that he scouts very well those Zerglings. I mean, look at those waypoints. He's just making sure that he knows about all the places where the Terran player could actually build some buildings. He already has the Xelnaga watchtowers as well, so he has a decent view over the map and runs with both those links to the ramp to the bottom of the choke. And Drafter at the moment is trying to get a factory up and running. In the meantime, he has his 2 refineries, so we will probably see a Hellion, a Benji play by him.
Yeah, and there's a 3rd supply depot in the wall, but what does it mean? I don't know. I don't know if it's a misclick or he wants to make his wall higher. I mean,
extra crispy.
Yeah. Thank you. And yeah, as you mentioned, we might see now Hellion with the blue flame or the Banshee play, but
with 2 gas, I would have actually expected him to go for the starport right away, or 1-1-1 build order, and then opt for either Blue Flame Hellions or
but he's not making even starport, so we now see correctly it's Hellion with the blue flame, and now the starport. So
drop probably.
Yeah, it might be the drop.
Yeah, he might be going for a blue flame Hellion job. And we have Osho with the hatchery once again started at roughly 22 supply. The evolution chamber with the upgrade once again. He basically uses the same strategy against his opponent. He's going for the +1. He's probably going for the +1 attack upgrade for his melee units and relying on the Zerglings once again. And the thing is that this time we have a Hellions with blue flame, and that might change everything. So I'm not sure if Osho is actually able to defend against blue flame Hellions with the Zergling play. We'll see about that in a matter of minutes, but this is going to be difficult for the Zerg player.
Yeah, if Zerg is going to make still only Zerglings, it will be very hard for him, because as you said, blue flame Hellions are just deadly versus only Zerglings. He needs some roaches or spine crawlers, and now he's making 2 spore crawlers, so I think he's worried because of the banshees, but there's no banshee coming up, so this is actually bad for him. He doesn't have any scouting about it. He could sacrifice 1 overload just like previous game, so he could see what Terran is actually doing.
And a push with Marines and the Blue Flame Hellions as well as the Medivac would be deadly for Osho right now. He's totally focusing on producing Zerglings, and he has those 2 Spore Crawlers that Mana already mentioned, as he's afraid of a Banshee play by his opponent. He has a 3rd Queen and is using the creep spread right now, but Osho will be in a lot of trouble when the Terran player moves out, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Blue Flame is ready, and now Osho knows about it, but that's basically too late. How is he going to react? He just started 7 additional drones, and he's retreating with his whole economy into the main base, and will probably try to block the ramp. He should try to block the ramp with 2 queens, and well, I don't see him taking that game. He's trying to get a Baneling nest, producing 14 Zerglings, but without Banelings, he doesn't stand a chance against this play.
That was actually unlucky by Osho. He just started the 7 drones while he's seen that Drafter is actually moving out with Hellions and Marines, and now he's killing expansion, but actually it's empty. But now he's giving time to Osho to defend and make some Banelings or more Zerglings, and he might actually defend that if he's not going to lose the hatchery. He has 3 queens and few Zerglings.
And here comes the attack of Osho. He's trying to defend. The hatchery is nearly being killed, but look at that. All those Blue Flame Hellions are being annihilated. Nice, well done by Osho. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Lose the Medivac.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right here. I mean, are you serious? And look at the hatchery. He confused the hatchery so that Drafter wouldn't snipe it. How the hell did he do that?
Oh, that was very well played. Oh, that was...
How the hell did he do that?
Impressive play. Very nice flank, the transfusion, the 3 queens to defend that. That was just brilliant.
And he's supply block. He lost an overload. He's on 56 supply right now. There are the Blue Flame Hellions still available. On all those Zerglings are just streaming in right now, killing the Marines and attacking and trying to take out that expansion as well. So once again, Osho, he's not going for the Echo. He's going for Zerglings straight away, producing another 16 of the Zerglings, attacking as well and just putting a lot of pressure on his opponent. Very, very well played by Osho so far. He's spreading his creep, and of course he has 2 queens in position as well. Let's have a look at the supply count. Worker supply 43 against 29, 22 army supply against 23, and Osho with a really aggressive play, and I have to admit I'm impressed by how well he defended the drop and how he's reacting right now.
Yeah, he's only making Zerglings versus Blue Flame Hellions and he still win, and that's really impressive.
I mean, look at that, another Hellion dying just right there, and he's splitting his Zerglings, he's doing an amazing job. He's denying the expansion of his opponent, and now he's morphing Banelings as well, 5 Banelings, so he will be able to bust into the main base of his opponent. His attack to the hatchery is nearly done. He has the option of going Banelings. He has a Spine Crawler in place as well, and here comes the Zerg player once again denying that bunker, and there are the Blue Flame Hellions. He's killing the supply depot, and right now he's on 72 supply against 57. Where are the Banelings? The Banelings are just waiting over there, so he's not trying to bust into the base. What's he waiting for? We have actually Drafted just switching the factory and the barracks. He wants to get additional Blue Flame Hellions against those Zerglings, and let's have a look over there. The Banelings are in place, are in position. We have Drafter going, Osho going in for a 3rd base right now, and Drafter, he's building another command center.
And changing factory to the reactor, that was actually a very smart decision, because he see that he's making only Zerglings and he needs Hellions versus them. and so he can make 2 at once in the factory with the reactor. But I am not sure if it's enough with Drafler to deal with this army, and now he's moving with the Zarglings, killing with nice Baneling, killing all, and GG!
The GG right there! Osho taking the series with 2-0. Impressive play by Osho. Wow!
That was just awesome play. Really, I'm impressed. This is very good. So I think you have the interview right now with Osho, yeah?
Yes, I hope so.
Oh,
I
God.
certainly hope so.
That was brilliant. Brilliant play. It was like the timing of the hatchery dying in the natural was just perfect.
Yeah, that was really, really well played. Yeah, I hope that Osho will join us soon. Do we have a... Yeah, we have a chair over there.